Kalymnos offers many pleasures to the visitor desiring to know its true face. This it holds back possessively, revealing it only to the eyes of the wanderer in its streets and seaways. Hora, the village built at the foot of the great fortress, was the capital of Kalymnos in the 18th and 19th centuries. Picturesque buildings and cobbled roads bear witness to the noble past of this small town. Tradition and history are still vivid in the memory of its inhabitants. Panaya Ikecharitomeni, or Panaya Ikera, is the main cathedral of Kalymnos. It was here that Ioannis Koletis raised the Greek flag to announce that Kalymnos had become part of Greek territory. The icon stand in the church of Panayaton Sikouon is carved and trimmed with gold. It receives its name from the olive pits, which could always be found in the churchyard because of the nearby olive presses. The great fortress looks down on Hora from a height of 300 meters. It has a view over the entire plain stretching to the sea. Researchers believe that it was constructed in the 10th century AD. In this great fortress, the first houses of Kalymnos were built, protected from pirate raids. The fortress was inhabited until 1750. Its 9 churches boast splendid frescoes. Wandering through the ruins of the fortress, one might almost think that the ghosts of Byzantine times have come to life, whilst its chapels echo with prayers, pleading for the salvation of the inhabitants from the pirates that once sailed the Aegean. On the outskirts of Hora, at Pigadia, is the Church of Christ of Jerusalem, which was built with the stone from the Hellenistic temple of Kalymnou Apollon. According to tradition, either Saint Helen or the Byzantine Emperor Arcadius built Christ of Jerusalem upon it when they were shipwrecked on Kalymnos. On the plateau of Argos lie the churches of Agion Apostolon and Panaya. Agion Apostolon was built in 1100 AD by the blessed Christodoulos in the settlement of Argos, which had been founded by shipwrecked warriors from Argos and Epidaurus, survivors of the Trojan War, in remembrance of their distant homeland. In those long ago times, now lost in myth, Argos was the capital of Kalymnos and stood with no surrounding walls, its sole defense the bravery of its men. Over the airport near Argos, the view is panoramic. Sparkling sandy beaches, Kandouni, Linaria, Platisialos. Of 300 meters. These are the shores of It has a view of, or Brosta, as the area 5 kilometers northeast of the capital, Pothia, is called. Endless pristine shores, azure waters. Luxurious hotels meeting international standards are the jewels that adorn modern Greece. Holidays here are like a dream that lasts throughout your stay on Apollo's Island, on Kalymnos. kilometers northeast of Pothia is Vathi, a green and fertile valley where celebrated sweet-smelling tangerines are produced. As you approach the port of Vathi, huge steep rocks rise above you on both right and left, thirsty for light. They form a fjord of unique beauty in the crystal blue waters of the Aegean. The salty breeze of the sea rises to meet the fragrance of the orchards. Its freshness meets their own, an oasis in the hot Aegean summer. In the Bay of Vathi, little fishing skiffs, white sailing boats, and luxurious pleasure craft are mirrored in the waters of this paradise, rocking gently, lost in their midday dreams. The small port in Vathi is called Irina. It is named after the church of Saint Irene that stood there in Byzantine times and was destroyed by Agar pirates in 1453. Ruins lost in the passage of myth and history. Caves in the mountainsides have yielded valuable finds that are the pride of modern European museums. Traces of life that the earth hid in its depths constitute evidence that the Pelasgians, the pre-Hellens, once lived in these caves. Time rolls on ceaselessly. On top of the old ruins were built new temples. The church of Agios Michail, built in the 13th or 14th century AD, stands in the midst of the plain, near the ruins of another Christian basilica. Our wanderings bring us to the church of Panaya Kosti. As we enter, we see the frescoes adorning the Church of the Mother of Christ. The venerable figures reveal their inner glow in the candlelight. As the sun begins to set in Vathi, its last failing light ascends the mountains as a pious pilgrim of the Virgin Mary, whose feast day is celebrated on August 15th. The monastery fortress of Panayakirapsili is built on the mountain over Vathi, which is named after it. It is said that it was built in 1714 by a janissary called Russos, who became Pasha and changed his name to Gül Ahmed. To the lilt of pastoral songs played on the tsambuna, or shepherd's bagpipes, Vathi recedes into the distance. The fragrance of its orchards, the calm waters of its bay, Rina, that the Byzantines had kept closed with chains, are left behind. Emporios, a quiet little village by the sea, with a clean beach and crystal clear waters, only 24 kilometers northwest of the island's capital, lying at the very end of the road. Arginonda awaits us. The waves bring us to the bay where this picturesque village is situated. Masuri, where the heart of touristic Kalymnos beats. Here the rhythm of life is intense. Luxurious hotels offer the height of comfort to satisfy even the most demanding visitor. Summer in Greece means delighting in both sun and sea. The beaches of Kalymnos offer bathers good swimming and other recreation. But this is our destination.